Yo, what up? This is Andy Polk, and you're watching the Mi Casa Archives. What's going on, man? Thanks for having me. I'm good. So I'm Andy Polk. I'm a music producer and artist based out of Queens, New York. And yeah, I make music for a living. I've been making music basically my whole life. You know, I was playing in bands and stuff growing up. But really got into producing music after working at a nightclub called Pasha on the west side. Anybody who's from the city will remember that spot. It was a pretty grimy spot. But we were doing dance music parties, and the cool kids all had their own VIP flips of the hot songs. So I was like, well, I gotta learn how to make beats. And that eventually evolved into my current artist project, and here we are. It's gotta be, my mom bought me the Demon Days CD, that old Gorillaz CD with the 4 panels as the album cover, and that was the first thing that made me be like, oh shit, I want to do that. I want to make music. Yeah, that album and Angles by The Strokes, I was like, these are cool. I want to do this. Man, I'm not the biggest strain type of guy. If you got it, I'll smoke it. But yeah, definitely at the time that was probably it. These days, anything cake, wedding cake for sure is the current wave, I would say. At first, we just wanted this. So I think the iconic shot in that video was the levitating shot. And me and my manager Ben just kind of had this image and vision of that levitation shot and floating over a bed. And we were just scouring our contacts and seeing who might be able to pull it off. And we got connected with Zell, the GOAT, and he's actually the GOAT, and he was able to pull it off. So me and him just kind of brainstormed and went back and forth on a mood board and a general plan for the video. And he was able to knock it out one day. Probably 10 hours of shooting. It was a crazy day, but he killed it. I just dropped an EP called Phantom, and that's been getting some good looks. I feel super lucky. Spotify's been picking it up. I got a couple hyper-pop placements, an anti-pop placement, and those are kind of the sounds that I've been leaning into. So that was a sweet look. So I'm super thankful for that. I got a lot of new stuff in the hopper too. I'm probably sitting on 10 just sick bangers. It's all just reckless stuff. So yeah, brainstorming next steps on a follow-up project, and so I'm gonna roll it out, release it for everybody, and see what it does. Mi Casa Studios. Let's go. Peace, bro. Peace, dude.